Hey YouTube, just want to do a little garden tour this morning, inspecting what's going on after the rain last night. We had 4.5 inches. Uh, Obviously that's a lot of rain. Everything's nice and green this morning, but moved some things around. This is my pole beans. They've grown a lot since the last video. Blooming, got lots of blooms on them. I'm starting to get small pole beans. Some of my other beans, well, they look like a downpour hit them last night, but they have small young beans on them. Carrot patches all matted down from the water. One of the things I've done since the last garden tour is I had to establish my grapevine. Made a rookie mistake. I brought the vine up on the south side of the trellis, and of course all my laterals was coming off heading toward the sun, and that doesn't work out, so I had to detach it and bring it up the backside so that the laterals would come out on the trellis. This area down here, it washed away all my mulching on the front side of the bed last night. This is in the drainage for the lot next door and mine as well. As you can see, the squash have grown quite a bit since the last time we did a garden tour, and so's the tomatoes. Lots of green, lots of green. Got lots of little tiny squash, none big enough to eat yet. I'm toying with the idea of pulling some of them off just to throw them away to get the energy concentrated on making some bigger ones. Tomatoes are blooming along this now. I'm finally starting to set a few small tomatoes. I think right there's one as we speak. Anyway, let's walk around and see what's happening in the other areas. The butternut squash are growing. They're coming out from under my bird netting now. I probably should have built a bigger cage of bird netting, but anyway, it seemed like a great place to plant them initially, but maybe not so much. We have to learn as we go along. Look right here. I hope you can see this. See that? Blackberries are ripening. It's June the 3rd. Pretty good sized blackberries. That'll be the first two that's ripened. Got lots more on the briars. So we can keep the birds out. We might have some to eat. Since the last video, put up lots of kale. Eat some chard. The blueberries are still hanging in there. The bushes are growing quite a bit. Of course, it's not time for them to be ripe yet. And over here we have some tomatoes on these vines. These are brandywines. And they're growing. They're not, I wouldn't say growing really fast, but there are several tomatoes set on them. The cucumbers have really taken over since last video. And starting to get a few banana peppers. I think that's the banana pepper. Hard to see in a small screen. Just about getting big enough to pick. And over here we have another batch of beans. And you can see we have some small beans coming on those. Shouldn't be too much longer on it. The cabbage is growing. More cucumbers are growing. Onions, well, they're getting really large bulbs. Broccoli are starting to set their heads. And the peas. And we had a little problem with wind a few weeks ago with peas. Blew some of my vines over there. I've been struggling trying to be able to get them back up and going, but so far I've been able to harvest quite a few peas. We've had lots of them for dinner, and I put some in the freezer, so that's all good. Anyway, that's some of what's going on around here in the garden. Just thought I'd share, try to inspire the rest of you to try this in your own backyard. It's so much fun. It's good physical exercise and therapy. Thanks for watching.